Three, two, one.
Here we go! This is the No Normal Show, brought to you by BPD. This is where we leave all things status quo, traditional, old school, and boring in the dust. And instead, we celebrate the new, the powerful, the innovative, the future, all related to how brands can lead the way in health. I'm your host, Stephanie Weirwill, EVP of Engagement here at BPD. I'm so excited to be joined by the one, the only, Andy Chang, Chief Marketing Officer at UChicago Medicine. Hello, Andy.
Hello. Did you memorize all that in the beginning? Is that just your standard spiel?
It's the standard, and I've said it so many times,
There you go.
it's stuck in my head when I sleep, so.
I love it. It was good. It was really good.
Thank you. So I'll just give a little bit of a brief overview of Andy's background, and I'd love you to add any more details. One thing I love about your experience is you have both inside and outside healthcare experience across UPS and Southwest Airlines and Piedmont Healthcare and Village MD. And I love that you bring that perspective every single day when you work at UChicago Medicine. And I also love your really incredible tech background, which we're going to dig into that here in a minute. But is there anything that you want to share about your background that our listeners should keep in mind?
You covered it beautifully.
Okay.
Nothing really to add. It was awesome.
All right. Kept it short and sweet. So we are here at the Joe Public Retreat, which is hosted by BPD. It is a gathering of health system CMOs to really talk about the most pressing issues happening in healthcare. And we're sitting outside here in lovely Charleston, as you see. It's beautiful. And we've got all the activity around us. But our theme here is Rome is Burning, which is really all of the trends that are happening that health system marketers and communicators are facing. And one of the trends I want to dig into with you, which is a threat and an opportunity, I think, is the coming era of AI.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
I'm just going to set that out there and we'll go wherever you want to take it. So my first question for you is, how are you right now thinking about that coming or current era of AI from a marketing standpoint?
Yeah.
We'll start there.
We are taking it very seriously. Our president, Tom Jackowitz, required us to read a book about AI, and we had a book club about it during one of our ELTs. We had a 2-day offsite just about AI. We have an AI governance process. We have a executive steering committee on AI. We have a lot of just so many different initiatives that we're undertaking right now in every aspect of the hospital system.
Yeah.
That, it's not a coming age, it's here.
Yeah.
Right. And but the book that we were required to read was called The Coming Wave.
Oh, yeah.
And that, yep. It's a very, very bleak picture of humanity, and we're all basically going to die anyways, because nothing can stop it. But and we're going to die only because, let me explain to the audience, because it could be abused in very bad, malicious ways, unless we have other things put in place to prevent those from happening. But good luck to that. So yeah, and in the marketing world, we've been using AI for over a year now, starting out with Jasper AI, and we're moving to our second AI tool with a proprietary University of Chicago LLM that's going to help us with things that Jasper does not help us out with. And then we're also utilizing AI on the MarTech campaign building, integrating it with Salesforce, integrating it into all of our daily processes, and just trying to automate as much as we possibly can.
Wow. Well, that's really incredible. So there's a lot we could dig into there. First of all, The Coming Wave is a great choice of a book, just because it paints such a macro picture.
Yep.
But I love how you very quickly got into the specifics of the tools. So I know you've shared before with me that one of the great things about Jasper is its ability to leverage brand voice and tone.
Yep.
So I'd love to hear more about that. And then I'd love to hear more about the LLM that you use on the UChicago side.
Yep. So Jasper's tool is built for marketing, and we've trained it on our brand voice and also brand guidelines, what have you. And we use it for, the first thing that we did was physician bios, which is what we did at Village MD and Summit, because that is the most painful process.
Yeah.
So much back and forth, the editing, waiting for the provider to respond, not liking something, we're waiting another 2 weeks, et cetera. So we've just automated the whole thing by
Yeah.
having the provider fill out a questionnaire, and then out spits the provider bio on the spot. And then they can change it, edit it, we approve it, and then it's done. We're trying to automate it even more by have it be part of the onboarding process of doctors. So as soon as they sign the letter, look at welcome to UCM, here's the next steps, automated emails, and then included with that will be provider bios. We've expanded that from provider bios to just general content, social, email, what have you. It's generally just copy at this point. We're still experimenting with image. It's not great still.
Yeah. Yeah.
And same as video. But then on the predictive side and the agentic AI side, we're digging in, we're going all in on agentic AI and have basically a pretty big pie in the sky goal of trying to be one of the first, if not the first healthcare system to have a true digital patient experience, which a lot of people have been calling omni-channel. I might try to change all that because I think it's somewhat misleading now. But anyways, long story short, we're doing a lot with it. And then on the University of Chicago LLM, it's more of a proprietary LLM just from a IP standpoint.
Yep.
I mean, we're still not going to load patient data or anything, but it's really more about so that we can use it for a lot of other general uses that is protected from going outside of the university walls.
Mhm.
So it's more of a general AI tool, but we're going to try to figure out what we can use that for and how it could help us.
Yeah, a closed ecosystem.
Yep,
Okay,
that's
that's
exactly right.
wonderful. So many health systems, I think, and any health system marketers are facing sometimes a reticence to use AI tools on the marketing side. It sounds like since it's coming from your CEO, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Congratulations. I love that.
It's great.
I'm really curious about the receptivity, both within the team and outside the team.
Yeah.
Because a lot of this is ultimately change management in
Yep.
addition to training. So
Yep.
what has that looked like?
So yeah, you're absolutely right. It is the way that I've positioned it because I'm not trying to sugarcoat anything, but the way I've positioned it is this is how the world's going to work.
Yeah.
And to learn how to use AI, know the differences with LLM versus agentic versus other types of AI models is really important. And the sooner you learn it, the sooner that you'll have an edge from a career standpoint.
Yeah.
And so we did a day-long course, training course on AI where we had an instructor come and teach us all about it and did little projects of how the team could use it. And so they've definitely accepted it. I mean, most people now use it on a pretty regular basis. So it's already become a normal thing. The change management process was pretty easy on this. On other projects, not so easy. This project, pretty easy because they can see immediately how it could benefit their lives and their careers.
Yeah.
So it was not that hard.
Okay. Well, that's awesome. I think I'm going to maybe stop us here because I think you've already shared a lot and we just wanted to have a little mini chat. But
Cool.
thank you. You shared in 10 minutes or less the big picture, the benefits to individuals, how to think about it from an organization standpoint and some specific tactics and tools. But thank you so much for chatting. And we always tell everybody to push the no normal, push into AI if you're not, push into the future. And thanks for joining.
Thanks for having me. This was easy and fun.
All right.
2,
Thanks.
1.